After the gale-force winds and driving rain that preceded it, the sun shone over the flooded miles of the Thames Valley and beyond. A temporary respite and time to rebuild the defences for the inevitable deluge to come. But also time for anger at what many flood victims see as a lack of help from their local councils, some in the West Country even charging for sandbags.
Previous years, the civil defence would have been called out to do this.
There's no fee in Runnymede, but there is rationing. 3 bags each initially, so the locals are relying on the generosity of a private contractor.
They were prepared to deliver it to us in 1-ton bags, free of charge, and they've been inundated with people going on Facebook because we can't get enough sandbags.
Some residents are so angry they're threatening to withhold their council tax.
Come this year, maybe all the council can whistle. That's what they're doing for the council tax, whistling, because they won't get it if anyone around here. We'll all go to court and say, no, sorry, ain't doing it.
In Windsor and Maidenhead, the council has already delivered more than 70,000 sandbags, and the RAF is filling them as fast as they can. Council leader David Burbidge, though, says it's sometimes difficult on the ground to distinguish need from want.
I've been out with volunteers, and you meet people, in the street say, can we have some sandbags? And you can see a house that's in greater need, just nearby. So it's very difficult, and I think having the military here to have a bit of priority applied from the control centre is really valuable.
Elsewhere, it's a different story. Cornwall Council doesn't supply sandbags at all, instead pointing people to commercial suppliers, one of which has ties to the council. Christchurch Council says it only provides sandbags for free in an emergency, otherwise it's £30 for 5. And South Somerset's council website says they're giving 6 sandbags to each household, but they told us people can have more, but they're not advertising that in case they run out. The government says no council should be charging for sandbags at all.
They're free, they're needed, and they are available. They should be supplied free of charge to the residents.
Small comfort to those struggling to find enough to protect their houses, even if that protection is limited. Sandbags might be in short supply, but they're not the perfect defence against flooding. In any case, after all, they're just a Hessian bag filled with sand. So if the water gets high enough, it will seep through. So it might stop your hallway getting washed out, but it won't stop it getting wet.
Actually coming up from under the ground and seeping up into the actual building itself.
And for Michael Smith's mum and dad's house, sandbags wouldn't have made any difference. The water just came up through the floor. David Bowden, Sky News, Egham in Surrey.